Midaki happy. Ampetu washite you happy. Hello everybody. I hope you're all having a good day. Today, I will be sharing with you the traditional Lakota story, Pte San Win, also known as White Buffalo Calf Woman. This is a story that has been shared for many generations, and we still tell it today. So, without further ado, here we go. Long ago, during the archaic ancestral days, before modern times, there was a harsh winter. There was hardly any food, and people were beginning to starve. One day, the chief of the village had told two of his best hunters to try to find food for the people. They gathered their weapons and wore their best clothing to prepare for their hunt. It was a cold blizzard. The horizon was covered in snow and you could hardly see anything. The two hunters began their hunt and walked throughout the prairie until they came across something they saw on the horizon. The snow and wind had stopped. One hunter looked ahead and saw what he thought was a human figure. Upon getting closer, they noticed what they saw: a woman. The woman had long black hair, almost to her ankles. Her outfit was of buckskin, so clean it almost looked of pure white. The first hunter observed her and noticed features of her that seemed out of the ordinary. The second hunter did not see the same way the first hunter did. The first hunter looked at this woman. He noticed how tall she was, how clean her appearance was, and last, he looked at her feet. She was barefoot in the cold snow. It was then he realized this woman was not normal. It was then he realized this woman might be something else. Before he could say something, the second hunter thought differently. He saw the woman only for her beauty. Unlike the first hunter, his thoughts were impure. Maybe this woman could help us, the first hunter said. The second hunter said something different. I want to make her mine. I want to make her my wife. The second hunter walked towards the woman. The first hunter chased after him, telling him to stop. The second hunter ignored him and continued to go towards her. The woman turned towards the second hunter who was approaching her. The first hunter continued to chase after him and begged him to stop pursuing her. The second hunter arrived at the woman. The woman turned to him. But the first hunter did notice something. Her feet were clean and had not withered. She was not walking. It showed no signs of her walking. But before he was able to speak, the woman spoke. And she said to the second hunter, "You wish to embrace me?" "Yes," said the second hunter. "Fine. Embrace me." The woman opened up her shawl. She wrapped her shawl and arms around him. The first hunter stood there in shock as he saw the appearing of a cloud surrounding her for a split second, almost like you could blink and you would miss it, as the cloud disappeared immediately. She opened her shawl and a pile of bones and snakes fell onto the ground. The man was no more. The first hunter then knew what the woman was. She is Wakan, sacred. The woman turned to him and said, "Do not be afraid of me, young man. Your heart is good, and you did not have bad intentions of me. You will not meet the same fate of this man, becoming what he truly was. When you saw me, your intention was to ask for help for your people and not to fulfill your selfishness because of your chante heart. I will help you and your people, for you have made the attempt to help them first when you journeyed in the cold blizzard before asking another for help for your people, as they have been suffering and starving during this time. And you have tried to help another man not face his fate before he had fallen into his pile of bones and snakes. Listen, young man, I will help you. Return home to your people and tell them, I will come to you, and I will bring you all a gift. The hunter told the woman, Thank you. Bilame atanka yelo. I will do what you say. The hunter, in shock, awe, and a new sense of hope, ran back to his village. Upon arriving at his village, he told everyone what happened. He explained that while he was not able to bring back food, he saw what he believed was a spirit in the form of a woman who was very powerful. He explained that the other hunter was no more because of this spirit, and that she had turned him into another form due to his nature towards her. Within moments, the village had seen a figure walking towards them. The blizzard had stopped outside and the sun had come out. The woman the hunter had come across had arrived like she promised. Mitakiapi, my relatives, do not be afraid. I have known of your suffering. I've seen it from afar. I am aware of your starving. I am aware of your pain, but I have come to help you. This young man came to me with good intentions, and because of that, I wish to give you a gift. The woman had opened up her shawl, and everyone saw her holding something in her arms, almost like she was cradling a baby. My name is Pte San Win, White Buffalo Calf Woman. I bring you the chanumpa, the sacred pipe, and a small round stone. The chanumpa and stone will be used in a ritual, the keeping of the spirit, where you will purify a spirit before they go into the spirit world to be with your ancestors. As time goes on, you will learn 6 more rites to be used with the chanumpa and stone. When you smoke the chanumpa, you are speaking to the spirit world. Listen well, my relatives. Life is hard. You will suffer. But when you have a good heart and do good things, you will bring more good to this earth. Be strong, and you will be able to overcome anything this life gives to you. But never be afraid to ask for help when you are in need, for others can give you strength, and you can give strength to others when they need you. And she said, while you are suffering now, don't be afraid. This suffering will end, and you will see days where the harvests and the hunts will be more successful. There will be 4 ages, and I will look in on you once each age. At the end of the 4 ages, I will return. As she left, she changed from a beautiful woman into a black buffalo, then a reddish-brown buffalo, then a yellow buffalo, and finally a white buffalo. And then she disappeared into the clouds. Before she disappeared into the clouds, they could hear her singing. The words she first sang was, Nia Danya Mawania, with visible breath, I am walking. To this day, we honor Pte San Win by upholding the 7 sacred rites we have been gifted to us over time. The keeping of the spirit, the purification rite, the crying for a vision rite, the Sundance rite, the making of relatives rite, the coming of age for girls' rights, and the throwing of the ball ceremony rite. It is said the smoke from the chanunpa is the visible breath that she was breathing that day. And the harvests were more bountiful than the last, and the hunts were more successful ever since she came to the village that day. So, that was the story of Pte San Win. So, to explain some themes, first off, it's a bit of an origin story for our ceremonial practices. That's the first theme. Second is accepting help when you need help, and not being ashamed of asking for help, but also helping yourself before you can go to someone else before you ask for help. The other thing is not having bad thoughts about people, because that does come back to you. We strongly believe in our culture that having bad thoughts on people will come back to you. And that's exactly what happened to the second hunter. He was having really bad thoughts, and he faced a bad fate because of that. But yeah, this is a story that's been passed down for lots of years. I heard this story numerous times growing up. So yeah, one of my favorite stories. So I hope you all enjoyed. Also, the art you saw is mine. I made some minimalistic art to go with the story this time, my own original art. I thought, what better way to express the story a bit with some original art. So, give me some feedback. I'm not a professional artist by all means, but I do like to doodle here and there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the story. Thank you, and pilamaya tanka pe ampetuashte yuhape. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thank you again. And hechtu. Midakyasi. Bye.